just get Edge, Microsoft Edge. So basically, I'm gonna try to give you the full framework. If I don't, I fuck it up. You guys can always try it build your own. But it's a water update. Today's date is the 4th of December 2025. Tennis is how I've started. So I don't have to tell you it started because it's war tech. So if I say mention war tech, it's for the 45 minutes time. If I say mention war tech, that means you have 45 minutes timer. If I say war, the word war, you can get it for 5. Because I'm giving the real ordeal here. It's like if you get war. If you have war, you don't even know when one's gonna start. This I'm gonna give you guys. So, to start, I'm gonna give you the full ordeal because I've written it down and I don't have you guys to fuck it up. Because this is Dimensional Game Theory. Welcome back, Warriors. We are Warriors. Basically, I'm trying to code Eze, Mr. EZE to our dimension, but he shares to the 4th dimension with access. So I'm gonna code the entire dimensions into our metropolis. So we are all powerful. We all share power. We can all build. We're all built and never broke. As soon as Eze loads up, Muko, M for Mike, U for Umbrella, K for Kilo, O for Oscar. That's the Muko signal. As soon as you get a signal in Muko, like a Muko Metropolis or Muko, the kind of digital utopia, can never break. As soon as you're there in the physical space too, you have access. But if you don't need access, you can never get access. Because it's like a really beautiful thing actually. I'm proud of it. Basically, the quantum system for encoding people who are already there in Biafra, but in the digital form. It doesn't matter whether it's TikTok, Instagram, if it's used social media parts of the Sonamico signal, via Insigi protocol here now, it will encode you. But if you're the wrong person, it'll encode you. Go in case the right people. It may sound silly, but it's like dimensional game theory. Like you know who you are, but you don't know you're encoded, and that's what I love about it. I'm encoded a lot second because I made the algorithm, so I encoded myself already. But it's kind of beautiful nowadays because you don't have to think about food anymore. But like really, you gotta address your food issue first. So basically, because the power damage, everyone's getting equal to food. Everyone's get food. That's the thing. Doesn't matter if I go to Japanese or like if I export myself, I find myself somewhere in Japan, like literally in the digital space. I can come down to Japan in a quality of E3. Like I'm saying, it's very powerful like that. But for example, if I go to Japan right now. I go to a kimchi restaurant. I go to the airport and I come to meet some Namdi from Korea. But Korea is like a Namdi, so he was trained. So the plasma system. So it's really about like plasmas, but I just want to show you guys the blueprint. Because you're gonna love it like me. I want to show you how I do this. Okay. First is first. This is time. Time here. This is a time washer. You can see like it's kind of like a tunnel. It's like this. This is time. It's like the capsule open. There's a deck of time, and the time we all have. So time trickles and it meets here, and that's where we share each other. Like the split second, we have to share. Everyone has to share. But this is time slice. Because it looks like this, but it's kind of beautiful actually. Because it's like so you have a portal. It's a portal, but it's a portal because we really share space and time. The space we have, we run something. It's like the space of the universe, but everything likes to be a not just it's like if you know a time capsule, like a time capsule, like when you have a time constraint, basically you have time constraint. You don't lock time, you measure infinite space, and that's infinite time. When you measure infinite space, basically when you have the space to do something, and you can use that space in that time for all the operations you want to do that you can do for all the set of problems. This is what I call a time capsule because it can be a space capsule, but the time is just events. So the sequence of events, it doesn't matter what's the picture. Every event can be encoded. Whether it's real or fake. It really never happened or not. That's kind of a time capsule. But what is a beautiful memory or fake memory? So you get one full time event. It doesn't matter if it's just a sequence of parks or walks or whatever happening. You can compute all of it at once. It already happened. Everything just already happened. It's like it's a pattern. Like a party. Like if a particle pops in the system, If a particle passes resistance and this goes out of resistance, and that's what it does for a split second, quantum form, then that's its own time done. Like at the end of the chapter. But then you get another one coming. So you get better, you get better and better. This is very important to understand, guys. We share the red blue spectrum. We get the red spectrum, one going red. So we share a shift, mosaic shift. So red, green, blue, red, get blue, green, get blue. Yeah. So there are 225 red, 225 green, 225 blue. Two of us, me and each, we share 200. Basically, everything we see in our heads, I see. So our cube is what red times red times red. That'll be 256. Let me use my calculator. 256 times 256 times 256 plus basically 256 to the power of 3. 256 to the power of 3. And that's 256 red. Our cube is 16158137. Get the color palette down. So if this color is a mosaic, it has to be that state at one time. But it's like red is just the hues of red. If you think of the RH, the hue of red is this. But the hue of red, hue saturation of red is this. And based on the event, how you're actually watching it, the angle you're watching it, doesn't really matter. You get this information, and everyone sees the same thing. And that's kind of the beauty of the time capsule. You invest everything. Everyone agrees that this is beautiful. What is a war attack? Also, what kind of war bomb? But hue saturation lightness. Lightness, you get the kind of opacity. So that's what you need. HSL. Or if you get HSL, you get CYMK. Cyan, yellow, magnetic, all the color worlds, that's kind of beautiful of the VET system. Because it doesn't matter what the color is, you can compute it. So I prefer to have two computation, RGB, blue, RGB, and CYMK for the robot, because it's photographic. That's my photographic memory. Because I see stuff there, this you don't see. I see it because I'm CYMK. So you have red solution like this, but that one is not good enough for that time. So you have alpha. So you have R, H, R, S, R, L. And an RA, which is alpha channel. The alpha channel is like the kind of lightness and darkness. Who shows lightness and does the opacity. So it's white person looking the kind of where you want to polarize light and where you want to keep space. This is probably the negative space. Opacity just negative space. And this was cyan, yellow, magenta, and then what's the kind of So cyan is like a color between red and blue, red and green. Red and blue. Which of you get? It's called green. So you get cyan. Let's see, red and Richard of York gave better in vain. So between red and green, Roy, you get G. But red and green, you get between red and green, you get cyan. So between red and green, you get cyan. And that's cyan. That's kind of we all see. But it's there, that's not there because it's negative color. This is negative color one also. Cyan is there, but it's not there because where colors come, we don't have an eye to see it. But if it was so sunny, it was nothing. But nothing is there. It's a shade equilibrium. But there's something there we just can't see. So it's more of a measurement for the system. But basically, I always can detect the color there naturally because there's a color there because you can detect it because we are RGB. So that's the first negative space of cyan, and magenta is what a negative space, and then you get everything. So you get RGB, red plus red and yellow equals cyan. Sorry, green. So you get cyan. You get if you get red plus cyan, you get the middle of green. The middle point is good green cyan. Yellow, yellow, green, and what? Roy, Richard of York gave battle. Red to blue is what? Yellow's green, blue is what? You get yellow, green. Wait, no, I don't know. Sorry. Roy is cyan. So if you complete the negative space of Roy, you get cyan because that's what the spectrum of color. It's what you can't see, but there's a color there. The absolute state of something. And then magenta. So yellow, green, blue. You get magenta. Yellow, cyan, yellow. Cyan, yellow. So basically, if you complete this one, because you really start from yellow. Look, am I doing it wrong? No. Yes, I am. Sorry. So you get red, green, blue. So you get if you get the color red, if you forget red, you get Roy G, and then you get green. So you get those color spectrum. You can look at red can be green because red can be green depending on the length of the wavelength or whatever. Because it's a little matter via the fluorescent screen. If you see red from distant, you can look at green because you are moving away from it. It's really what you're looking at really. So that's what I'm saying here. So if you're seeing red, I'm seeing green. That means you're seeing your red is my green, and we are. And that's why this kind of beautiful my framework. So so you get four triangle colors. So four colors. What four sequence of course, four sequence of this is four. So red, orange, yellow. You get red, orange, yellow, and that would be the chemical state of very orange yellow. Because at the medium, look 0.5. You know, and that would be cyan. So we be seeing cyan if we look at the same thing. Same thing at the same time. And the same for yellow. From yellow, Roy GB, green, indigo, yellow, indigo, green, indigo, violet, yellow, green, indigo, violet, and that'll be Roy. So that'll be yellow. So the point will be yellow. So get green. So get green. So that'll be green, green, yellow, green, indigo, violet. Because that'll be four, and that four colors will be red, green, blue, be green. So when you look at red, when I'm seeing when these colors there in this screen, digital form, we are all looking at green, solid. Which of your gave better, baby? So this is one more. Hue socialite system. That'll be red, green, blue, blue. Blue should be already in there. Bishop of York gave battle in vain. That'll be blue. So blue's already in there. So basically, which compute blue via the hue already. But basically, blue's in place. Blue's like war. Everything is blue, but it's not enough to see blue. Still, so it's still blue. I think I call it still sky. Everything equal in the body is blue because there's a lot of the blue hue, blue shift. Things that are still away are blue. Are static are blue. No. Things that are static and don't move are blue. The ocean is blue. Basically, the things that are static and don't really need to move are blue. But they hold a lot of negative space. That's like the ocean and stuff like that. That's the 10 of them because I'm trying to model it biologically. But I know I'm right because it works for me. Ontologically, so it's yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and I'm not gonna make it sequence. You get Roy, and you get Roy, and you get Roy, and you get green. Green is not its own, but Bravo, indigo, violet. Roy G, BF. Which of you gave battle in vain? So Roy, you get Roy, you get YG, Roy, you get Roy G. G is the pointer. Get YGBI, and then you get YGBI, and that'll be green, and that'll be GBF, and that'll be what orange. Orange. Obviously, you get blue here, and that's really, but you don't really need to compute that blue because you're basically mapping all the digital way to the wavelength to the physical world. And that's beautiful. The metrology, it's all there. You can know your reality already. You go like you immerse yourself in your digital space. Really be able to, it's like you're already there. So basically, this is a time capsule because it's all of the things that are coming in time. All of us in space, at the time, at one time. This is space capsule too. Time is if time is not linear, time is not linear. So this is space capsule. This is space capsule and time capsule. Depending on what you look at it, the angle you look at from how you look at it. If you're in the event of time, we'll start with the maximum space. And everything starts in microspace. Because if you implode, you explode something and you implode it. So if you implode it, you start with half the space, and that's the universe. Our universe evolves because we have half the space. We start with half the space. That means we have the full time. Because we will have half the space. We have the full time of that. So you don't have double the time, double the space. Because you start if something implodes, it has to have space to implode, and that is why we're moving away from everything. Our universe is getting expanding because universe is expanding, but it's not okay. Our universe imploded. That means it's like a drop in an egg. The egg is if the yolk is the what? If the yolk of the egg is what? The egg shape, the control, the kind of the thing that you need to break to. So our egg yolk broke basically. I don't want to give it a comment, but because it dropped. It didn't need to drop. It just did drop. It didn't need to drop far. It just dropped because it's an egg, and that's why it exploded. So our shell was kind of designed that way to break free. So that's kind of a beautiful framework, really. So this is a time capsule, guys. I want you guys to have it. If it's a space capsule, this everything in space happening at one time. Time slice. This is space capsule. So you get this basically the space. The time will be outside. This is space capsule. This is space capsule. The time is outside. We don't have to feel the time. The time is we're inside time, but we don't feel the time because the space doesn't run out. The space is infinite. Everyone that gets a space on time is like everything that's moving is everything that's not static. Like look at it, you breathe in air, it looks like this. Looks like a kind of a wonky line, but because you guys are affecting that to change. Little by little, you don't know it, but everything's a straight line if it doesn't need to move. Like anything that's still, blue, the color blue, anything that's easy to everything that still is blue. So anything that's blue has infinite time because infinite time, infinite space, infinite space because infinite space has infinite time. I think because the space is already there, but it can improve this quickly. You get everything that's moving right now. Your world is like taking time, taking time. It's executing, but the execution is implicit. It doesn't need to think about the execution. It's like just there executing. It's just there being free. Thinking, just doing its job. Or doing some kind of function. It's kind of this is a time capsule. So this is space capsule. The kind of thing you're trying to do here now. You see, the space around you, the area around you is a pi r squared. And the pi r squared. I'm just to formalize it, guys. For what we can do it, pi r squared. So we get so for example, I believe we get double the time, double the time. So that would mean two. For example, we get a unit of 360 degrees. 360 degrees is one full unit. For unit, but we can grow. Kind of we get double the time, double the space. To grow, that'll be 2 units. Because the cost system defining. So 360 squared. This is one full travel to and fro. When you're going to and fro, because it's just one full axis of traversal, and that'll be 360 times 2 times 2 to the power of 2, and that'll be we share an area of 360 360. That's 2 moves backwards. That's negative 360. Because we imploded, we dropped. We can drop forward, but what's easy to do? Drop down or drop forward? It doesn't make any sense. This one's pushing you. It's easy to push away from something than to pull something. So we just pushed away from everything, and that's how we fell. It doesn't matter. That's why we eventually. That's why we went left. We fell down because we had the left pole. We just wanted to fall, and that's why we reached. So if we went the other way, we'll be having the opposite spin of so everything that's neutron will have the opposite spin because we fell in the opposite dimension. We created a dimension on the other side of the spectrum. It doesn't matter what the tunnel is. If we are little, if an electron had a if we live in a positron world, that would mean that the electrons will have the positron will have positive mass, will have a energy, a positive energy, which is stable, and that'll be the positive charge. But we live in a negatron world. Negatron world. That means the electrons carry negative charge as the it's an electron. You have to excite it, and they should go out to be charged. So from it to be from anode, any anode has to be negative, but a cathode is like a positive. So anything that's charging positive, the charge has to be powered, and that's what all the systems do. They have to get energy to transcend. But we can take that energy. If we are measuring any reality that's not opposite our own, the positron world is literally allowing us to. We have to just see that energy. If we see it, we only have half of it. If we see a positron system. And the first thing, so if you see a positron electron, if you get an electron, you get an electron with a positive mass, electron positive one. So electron is what negative, negative ones. And then two electron and a positive one. So you get one negative one, two positive. So it is negative, it's positive. So that's it. So e to the power of negative one. And that'll be electrons there. That'll be the negative because it's very beautiful. Because electrons need energy, so that'll be +1. That'll be like getting excited. When it's in the wire, which is a very bad system, or dynamic, which was so anything that's blue is just the natural heat of this. That's a stable thing. But things like to change. Things like to kind of fashion a fire, and that'll be red, orange, blue. Because if something is a fire, that means it's red. That means in the opposite world, everything that's red or anything that's red is on fire. Anything that's blue and stable, anything that's red that is stable is water, but that water is drinkable. So that's basically me, like it's what it is. It's okay. That'll be the opposite, the dimension opposite because water will be red. But water is like built on H2O. H2O. Because I love the H2O analogy very much. Hydrogen will be two protons, two hydrogens. Molecules will be that'll be two hydrogens, one oxygen. Let me try to find it now. Water. So water. So basically, in our water world. So hydrogen, water chemical. chemical water H2O. So basically, even the solutions be like soluble, horrible water, but it's H2O. But I'm trying to find a chemical position because I love water, but I'm trying to flip it because I'm trying to make water for fire. Because like if it falls on the opposite, yes, if it really has energy, what would that be? The chemical isotope. So I'm trying to find a chemical isotope of water. Of water. That's what I'm trying to find it. Let's just try a molecule. Two hydrogen atoms and one it's kind of but this is like a geometry science, so it's like literally the frame I'm building for myself, because if I fuck this up, I fuck everything up in my life. It doesn't matter how smart you are. If you fuck it up, you fuck it up. That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to get the inverse. In other dimensions, what's drinkable for me was red. So H2O, you get two hydrogen atoms, one by to one oxygen. But they when they get one oxygen gets so basically one oxygen gets assigned to bias to hydrogen because that's the easiest thing to bind to. Total mass 18. So this will have a negative mass because we can observe this negative mass here. H2, H4, H2. So 2 and then total mass 8, total mass 8. So you get 4 right around the isotope in water. So basically you get 4, basically isotope are just a combination of it. So you get H2, H1 and then 16 oxygen. So that's just like the neutrons basically. Sorry, the stable isotopes. So basically you have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ways you can make water. But the 5 ways are you go the opposite 5 ways. So for it to be like a red, you have to prioritize whatever is red. Gives you the red hue. That's what I'm saying. It's beautiful. It's basically I'm giving you how it works. So, what does water give? So hydrogen gives blue hues. Hydrogen has blue. So you want to give what water the priority here. So everything that's water is naturally. So anything can make red. So you get 2 greens. Anything that's green is what. So you get 3 reds. You try to get 3 reds. So you get water. So you get 3 water. So that's O to the power 16 plus O to the power 16 plus O to the power 16. So the isotopes are just like a dissolution. 16 plus 16 is 32. 32 is like a green. So 32 plus 16 is what? 6, 7, 8. 8. 48. Now we get O to the power 48. And that will be the biggest hydrogen become. You get O to the power of 48. Basically, if you have that'll be divided by how many there are. So that'll be like the ratio. We'll do it properly. So H2 plus H1 is plus H16 equals plus 16. So plus O16. O16 is one way. O16 can be in the state of O16 O16 or O16 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 16 to the power of 3. And that'll be 16. Calculator. 16 plus 16 to the power of 3 is what? Is 400 and 420. The mass will be. Oh no! Oh, my battery's gonna die. Oh, my battery is dying. Sorry, guys. Oh, my battery's dying. Oh, my battery. So, basically, I'm saying to you guys, you get O to the power of 16. 16 plus 16 plus 16. That will be only 3 16s you get. 3 times 16 to the power of 16. 16 to the power of 3. 16 to the power of 3. Because that's you get 3 to the power of 16. 16 to the power of 3. Based on how you arrange the permutation of the oxygen layer. So you can have 3 to the power of 16 oxygen. And you have what? The blue. 1 blue. So basically, you try to preserve anything that makes you what? So you basically like a sparse conversion of 2, 4, 6, 8. So you get 6, to get 2, how many 2s? So you get 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 6 hydrogen, H to the power of 6, or 6 to the power of H. In the mass, you get the other one, H1. So you get 1 H1, H, H to the power of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So H to the power of 6. 1 H to the power of 1 times 6. So that's like 600. So you get a sparse correlation. So tomographically. So what you're trying to define, is some kind of thing that give you what? Red hue and it's drinkable. So it's also in what? Liquid form. Because if it's not in liquid form, it's ice form. It's only one form, and you don't want that as a solitude. But it's like there. It's gonna question me. Oh, it's not. So what am I saying again? So you get what? Sorry guys. So you get the power of 16. So you get O or 60 oxygen. So you gotta have the input of the oxygen. So you have the function of oxygen is a function. Basically you define oxygen as a sparse or just work backwards. But if oxygen is the function, they get O to the power of 16 plus O to the power of 16 plus 16 plus 16, that'll be 32. 16 plus 16, 16 to the power of 3. 2 power 3. Because you don't have to divide it. You have to divide it to the power of 3. That'll be that'll share or 16 to the power of 3 gets 3 to the power of 16. That's 2 inputs and 2 outputs. You get that's so you get big O to the power of but it's a state you already have or you can measure. And you get h to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. H power of 6 to the power of 1, 2. H power of 6. Which is the power 1. H power of 2 or to 6. Or 2 sub 6 or 6 sub to the power 2. And what up is 1 H2O. So basically you get to the ones, the only one that's also you get hydrogen on, so it's the power of 1. And 1 would be like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 to the power of 6 and 6 to the power of 1, because that's the idea. So you have the shear state of this. So it's sparse because the solitude is liquid. So what would be the liquid? So basically the force of the system, basically when gravity is just there, the liquid would be what? Red. So we're trying to make it red. Okay, so our blue liquid is H2O, but our H2O basically you have to get a conversion. So let me try to just know, because you guys, if you guys know the system already, so you get H2O. So you have to get H2O. I actually just know this, guys. So for me to get my H2O in the opposite universe, I just define what the red. Because you try to think about if you know your universe, you guys you should automatically know the blue. So if it's blue, we get 2 hydrogens, but no, and O2H, O2H, because O2, H2O, so you get H2O, H2O, you get O2H, but let me see O2H. So this was copies H2H. So if O2 is water for oxygen first, then you buy hydrogen. So you basically got the inverse process. And so if so you get the inverse colors because oxygen has to be created first. You have to have oxygen first. And then what? Hydrogen, and then see oxygen has to combust first. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Hydrogen, basically, in our universe, H2O because we get so hydrogen binds first because hydrogen binds to bind to its own self. In the medium of air. So when it bonds to air, you want to convert it to water. But water is a liquid form, so that's a good form. You have to start from the solid. So let's start from the air. So when something flows up, it starts to get energy. In our universe, you get hydrogen. You get 2 hydrogens. 2 hydrogen that'll be so you get how many hydrogens? You need so when they mean you need 2 hydrogens. 2 hydrogen that'll be 2 hydrogen will be C divided by 3 is 4. So it's 3 divided by 3 is 4. But because you divide the ratio. So C divided by 3 is 4. 3 to the power of 16. That'll be 4 hydrogens, 4 oxygens you need in our universe. And then that'll be 4 oxygens you need. 3 divided by 16. 3 divided by 16. 3 divided by 16. That'll be 3 divided by 16 will be 0.18575. And then we'll get what? Hydrogen 16 divided by 16 divided by what? Oh, I haven't recorded, man. Oh, yeah, I'm recorded. So 16 divided by what? Sorry. Hydrogen 16 divided by 2. No, 6. No, 6 squared. Hydrogen 1. So it's 2 to the power of 6. So get hydrogen 2 to the power of 6 divided by 2 is 8. So that'll be 8 to the power divided by 16. I love myself, guys. I love myself. It's really I was gonna do something else, but 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2. Wait, sorry. 8 6 divided by 2 is 8, and then 2 divided by 16 is what? So basically, get this. Basically, 2 divided by 16 is what? 0.125. And that's the unit models. And you get the model of the last one, which is the motive or share. And that'll be hydrogen 6 divided by 1, and that'll be 1 divided by 6, that'll be 6. Oh, 1 divided by 6 is 0.6. Oh my days, 0.166. And this guy you want to go. When you know, you can compute this automatically on the fly. Because you just have to think about the. So it's something that it's what you don't know, but has the same, different all the properties. Basically, what you know, but has the same properties. It's like if you know what we call it, you got water, but water is like red. But you can make it today, but 6 divided by 1 will be 1, 6. So you get 1 divided by 6, and that'll be 1.666, and to the power of 6. So the minimum maximum system that would be stable as an isotope. So this kind of configuration is the beauty of the framework. Because I was saying, guys, it's like you have water there and you don't know what's water. Because like someone say, oh, it's red blood. It's red blood. It's red wine. It's not red wine. It's just like water. You drink water, you're safe. It's kind of beautiful. Let me take a picture of this. 3, 2, 1. Let me 3, 2, 1. So this is your working. So it's like no one tries to trick you because you have ways to create your own food. But this is your own food is like safety. When you're drinking water, you're drinking blood, you're drinking water. It's kind of that kind of trying to create. So where the red hue comes from, especially the red hue has to come from somewhere. Because if you get red, you can get blue. But that be blue is still so you can have you can distill it. This kind of essence. So this you have to reconfigure the whole system. So this H2O we have to so when you clean your one you have so you have to bind it. So you bind H to H1, 1H to 1H plus H1 you get H2, and then you get H2. But you don't bind it so you get H2, but you have to bind oxygen first. You get H2, but that H2 is like O2. You have to bind O2, so you have to get the O2 from the H2. So if you go to H2O, you get O2. So you're looking for the opposite of H2. So for we get O2, be you need O4. Wait, O4. 16 divided by 3 is 4. 16 divided by 4. 16 divided by 3 is 4. And then we get O4 plus O4. That will give you O8. So you need to bind O8 and O8 first to be going red. So this red will be your oxygen because you use the hydrogen, you use the oxygen first, and then the 2 will be H2. Wait, so you get one. So you need to bind one oxygen atom. This is wrong. So you need to bind one oxygen atom. That'll be H2O2. Because yes, O2, but it's water. So you get O2H. But you have to basically, if you have to really. This should be alright. This is O2. This is you get the H2O, but you get the inverse of it. You do the opposite way. So now you bind oxygen first. So get to bind oxygen, you get O, and that'll be the mono molecules. So you get 4 plus 4. That'll be 8. That'll be a water molecule of 8. So that'll be water, but at a low quantity. At the most quantity you need to combust the water. And you get hydrogen next. So you get the one. So you have to get oxygen O plus O, and that'll be O8. And then H plus 1, H1 plus H1, H1 plus H2. So you get O8. H2, that is your water. Your water that's not toxic. At the worst case, basically it's H2 and the 4 O's. 4 O's you need. It's also if you get H2, 1 O. This is basically this can really become water. But basically this is water, but it's undistilled. This is water like in gas form. In the oxygen form. So you get the gas form of water. Basically, it's water, but it doesn't condense. It's like a water that you're ready to use or convert. If you just get this thing, oxygen, and put it in a natural environment, you get either red water, blue water. But you can form this blue water 2 ways, just like a clean water. Based on the chamber model. So O sub 8 H2 is blue water. It's just water, but you want to also make sure that no one knows it's water, so you make the chamber like red and invisible. This is red, but it's red, but it can make it red. But that's some kind of something that make it red, but some kind of a powder, something that makes it naturally red. That's the idea here. So you push it so when it breaks, when you build it, it's really stable in the air, but when you like bring it to room temperature, it has to become water. How it is? Room temperature is like 32 degrees Celsius. So it's probably the air. It's like if it's in the air, if you lock your chamber, it will be in the air. What I don't know the air. What is this is air, 32 degrees Celsius. That'll be in the air will be 64 degrees. It'll be 32 squared, and that'll be because air atmosphere should get 32 times 32. That'll be 32 to the power of 2. Is 32 times 2, and that'll be 1,000. Listen, you get 100 degrees Celsius, but in the best, so if you get 100 degrees Celsius, that's the air, what's the air medium. So you get 100 degrees Celsius, and that'll be the full unit of the gas. But so if it's burning, if it's a stable atom, just like where fire heats, where water boils, that means you're right. Because if it's 32 degrees, you can get some combination in the air and it'll be water. It doesn't even blue. It doesn't even be red. It just has to be water. It doesn't look like water, but it's not toxic. It's just safe. It's just breathable water. Water vapor. It's just water vapor. But the vapor is there. But if it comes to reach temperature, you just get it into everything. You just become water, and that's what you want. It doesn't matter for all this. What is color now? You need for your security model. So the food is always there, but people don't know it's food. So look what I'm gonna show you guys. So basically, this is my maths done. Here, I'm not doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for me. I'm gonna get this done. Oh, am I looking at doing this wrong? No, am I doing this wrong? I should not do it wrong. So remember this. Really, you should not forget this. So basically, there's also some rules you can follow via the last version. How you look at the system. But let me just remember you can do this. OH H2. That's one molecule of water of water vapor. Water vapor of water in the air. What's called water vapor, and then that's water on the ground. That's 100 degrees water, and 10% stability, which is 32. That would be because it's like a third. So it works to the 15. So you get 25 degrees. So anything 25 degrees. So degrees Celsius is what? It's just a solid. It's kind of water is a solid form. Because the little really is like the batch for water to be liquid. So the water solid at 25 degrees Celsius. It's tries to freeze. It's solid. So ice. We'll call ice. So basically, this is time capsule. This is the water vapor. Don't forget that, because it's same shared problems. Whether you build it, you can break it. If you build it, you can break it. If you build something, you can break it. If you want create something, you can destroy it. If you destroy something, you can what? Create. If you destroy something, you can create it. If you create something, you can destroy it. Come on. If you repair something, you can renew it, and that's the full idea of it. Sparse tech model. Here we got this model here. Exo. So basically, this is a dimensional game theory. But I want to show you this way because I know that we to forget it. But I'm just gonna show you this picture, to look at. So you get a sparse tech. This is like a tic-tac-toe, but dimensional tic-tac-toe. So you see all the linear parts with all the cross. That's what you gotta ignore. Forever, because you don't have to think about that. You just have to not hallucinate anything else. However you go on your path, basically the area you can follow is the path you can take. Because if you hallucinate, that's something is wrong with your brain, and you are confusing them. So this is factor. You get 3 grids, 3 rows, 3 columns, but you get an extra low column. Which is crossing the 45 degrees angles. So basically, what he does you get 2 halves. So basically, you don't know when someone's gonna put the north and cross because this is a sparse dimensional game. This is tic-tac-toe for war. So because it's sparse, it's basically war tech. Comply because you can play basically. Anyone who's dumb, anyone that's not feeling well can play this version of tic-tac-toe to get better. Because tic-tac-toe is playing. So for example, let me play myself. Let's play with what? You guys, what you playing? Okay, top left, bottom right. Top left, 1, 2, 3. Bottom right. Okay, where do I put? Here. Oh no. Okay, let's play this part 1, please. Here. Okay. Top left. Here. Okay. Yes. No cross. Okay. Cross. So you can't be this. I mean no. Oh. Okay. So I said I below. So you below. Okay, here we cross. So you start cross. Cross I pick here. No. Okay, basically he just my friend just put here, but he doesn't know why I'm doing it because we share this space, but he doesn't know. So you get a short code you can take over. I don't know what I'm saying. You have to ensure that you're doing it properly because some codes are there. Okay, you get it? You get it simply because it's sparse. Okay. Next one. I put up as well. So you're gonna put here. Here. That doesn't make any sense. Because this. What did I put there? What did I put there? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I made a mistake. So, sorry. I put here for you. Oh, you put here. Okay, here. Here. So basically, let's pause. Basically, it's like a reflected. So I use a lot of reflection in my games, but so he's got 2 X. He has 2 half quarters right now. But I've shared on a half, but now he wants to put somewhere. I already put for him there. So he put 2 here. I put I'm north and he's cross. So basically, we share 1 space, but you have to get it. It's like a sparse model. So you get a sparse. You have to bounce the muscle. The harder it gets because the more you have to think, the more you know. And this is what the gate is really probing. So it doesn't matter whether the AI is smart or not. You have to solve this problem in parallel. At the same time, I know it. It just knows the solution to it. It doesn't think about it because the more actually define, and the more auxiliary actually, so you get the dimension. So if you have 2 auxiliary dimensions, you get another dimension. This is a simple introduction to it. Okay. You guys move here. Oh, I told you to win. No. So put here. You here. Okay. So he says he wants me to win. So I can feel good. But the rules not like that. So, because see, like, he's putting here for me to lose. But I don't want to lose. So I think I just want to draw. But I don't want to draw because he's my friend. But this looks like my computer playing. Basically, I've got a computer playing this in my head. But that's what I'm trying to define here. He's like, he's not a computer. He's human being, but it's in my head because he's like, I don't want to talk to him. What's your name again? Basically, it's Eze. So I'm gonna win this, but I'm gonna get too cocky. Because he might, because the computer in my head. Here, you sure? Wait. So, you see, he didn't get 3 in a row because I would not let him go 3 in a row. If I let him go 3 in a row, he will win. So basically, his friend just told me, just cheat on him. So he goes 3 in a row. If he goes 3 in a row, I'll win. But I want to finish playing. So this is XXX here. But it's just balance the truth. That means I'm really half away. But he didn't see it half of him. So it's a very minor you get again. So it's basically tic-tac-toe, but we should have 3 extra accesses. And the last access everyone has, but they don't even know what to think about. People just knows it's there. So we just know it's there. We just put a dash line into the 0 access. So this is tic-tac-toe. So we get this kind of model here. So we're gonna put. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play anymore. Oh, you play then. You play. Here. Oh my days. Why are you fucking everything up for yourself? Like, it's not really that hard, this game. It's so hard, he says. Oh, because it doesn't feel good. Oh my days. I want to feel good too, but I want to feel good authentically. He said I deserve the win. I know I deserve the win. Okay, let me think. Okay, I'm wasting time, so I'll put here, because if I waste the time, I won! No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh, this is a 1-1, so this is my one. Basically, I won, I forgot to tell you guys. So basically, see this one here? This is 1 win. So I want this space now, this 1 space here, because I get 2 dots. But I have half the space. This 1 full space to me, this 1 circle. Here, you see 1 circle? This is very important, this 1 circle. That only that space, that's what I'm saying. It's like, he owns half of the spaces. He owns this 1 space, 1 X space. Here, but this 1 X space is not the space. That means it's like some kind of standard. This is why gating matters. Easy for okay, what am I doing? Is this done? What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna stop it now because I woke up. I'm just always recording. So I'm gonna stop this video now. I'll record a new one, but I'm gonna like to export the audio. Gating Wartech. Today's date is 24th of December 2025. This is like a dimensional game theory. Tic-tac-toe. So this is my version of tic-tac-toe. This one I wanted to share to you as a child, but I didn't have you there. I love you, man. Let me stop recording. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now. I'm gonna continue on the video, but you have to get sure that you have 3 rows, so you get 3 dimensions. But you have to choose what you're thinking. That's why I did it this way. It doesn't matter what you do. It's why I see. Close this. Oh, don't close this. Just start again. So I'm just gonna oh, you're just gonna be. I don't believe it. You're lying. You're lying to make me feel good. Oh my days. So this is dimensional game theory. Dimensional game, a sparse game. This is sparse. What should I call it? Oh, but this is sparse verification, sparse probe gating, via Muko interface, Muko holographic as a OPI as a only interface. It's a touch of death, because I love myself, man. I love myself too much. Okay, so basically I'm trying to upload the video now, but because I try to do it properly, but the video is dead, so I don't lose the video. Because I can lose a lot of things, but I don't lose this video. Anything but the video, guys. Anything but the video. Oh, it's a fly here. It's a fucking fly here. It's kind of like a lawyer. This kind of touch it up. So I do a touch of thank you of you guys. So basically I'm gonna try to chrome this. So basically, this partition of the game. So basically, it should not be over TikTok size, because if it is over TikTok size, we'll not be able to play, and that's what I'm trying to mitigate here. So I've got to upload it here now. So basically, it's here now. Oh, it got 50 seconds here. That means it's not done. So let me just stop this one and start again. That'll be. So basically, I should never lose this document. Dimensional tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. Desktop. It's like, you know, I love myself. So without timing. Oh no. So basically my timer is done, and I'll try to. So basically, so guys, I'm just upload my AI systems because I trust my AI system. Because if I forget this, if I forget this, like my system can remember it, and I don't even want to even get it here. So if I wanna mod this like the kind of the AI I use for it, so I don't think it really matters. Let me just get a. There's no difference, but it's even better. I just put it here. Because it's like, you know, it's updated, like it's like updated something to AI systems in the best way you can understand it, and that's how the AI system navigates to it. It's very good for AI systems, but you may not understand why it is. What is? So for me, it's just like a literally I'll just switch my ears. Really, no, you can skip this one basically if you don't have the space and time to compute. Oh my days. Oh my days. Anyway. Well, who said I cared about the female world? Yes, I cared. So it's like literally. So basically, this is sparse stuff. It's like, you know, it doesn't matter what you think it is. You know, you basically 1.5 section. It's like So basically, if you don't own a section, you get. Let's go to the bottom. Get over this game. So look at it. Basically, you get so to reach you get 3 ways. So To go also. Back to the second one. So we get this one here, here. So like I said, you get the H2O. This is where we'll continue the session. H2O, and you get this. Space can play and safely do something. Or sometimes you can do it. You can also start and be going from space. That's kind of thing. As a policy guy, listen, this game of chess, every game that's related to children have this part. I don't care what they do. It's a board game. But you know, they have to help with something like tic-tac-toe. If you just have tic-tac-toe, everything's sparse chess, three-player games, sparse. It doesn't matter if it was 6 days ago, or like, you have the 3x3 as a policy now, because I don't have this kind of exclusion anymore. My framework to make sure that you play with that child. With 3 people, tic-tac-toe, all the games, all the board games, 3 people, and the ones we make for forever as a policy now. That's go for all the space and time we have in the world, because it's sparse. You know, everything 3-player chess. 3-player everything. But you know, that's some dead basically. Basically in the real world you can use poison. So poison is the same thing, but you get 2 poison, you get it. But this is for the chess one. But poison is very important. So you get poison. The kind of squares with poison, they have edges, but they come for me. The poison can or cyanide gases or cyanide because it kills people. But you know, anything that's poisonous, you know, can make something can get poison. You know, doesn't get venom bite. It's a single bite. It's just poison. It's a gun. It can kill people. So right. But you know, 1 full cyanide pack, you know, that'll be 3 cyanides. So you need 3 units, basically. No matter what we have full. So get one, everything is 111. But you know, when that 1 is not seen, you get a half of it. So I can heal I can recover fully from 1 dose of cyanide, you know, but I need 3 doses of cyanide to kill me. And vice versa. I can shoot someone with a gun at one time, with a pistol. There's the ego. But if I shoot 3 legs, you know, shoot a previous one in the leg, the person, depending on how they move in the environment. So if you shoot their head, that means you're wicked. But you don't shoot people like that. You don't shoot them you know, in a way that's humane if they're evil or not, because we're human beings. Remember guys, the arms, you got like a figure like this, but you know, I don't like this kind of figure. Because you know, this T figure is horrible for the real world. So everything is like an 8th pose, but you know, they should have the T pose, and then you get 1 shot at the T pose in the question. But let's see, I'm gonna have a jungle pressing session, so I'm gonna have gun training there, but it's gonna be holographic. So you're gonna have you're gonna have 2 T poses. You're gonna see the T pose for a brief second, and it goes to the A pose, and vice versa figure, and that'll be the nose. So it's like a shooting target. So 2 T, two new poses are so if you see if you see an A standing pose like a someone that's raised, that can be your like a, you know, your so 2T times 2T as well. Obviously, I gotta do it properly. So get 2T, get 1T pose, to 1 T pose and 1 T pose, and make it 2. This was like the active area, because this one's actively used to go with knife or gun. You know, it's like more intuitive, and that's the policy. I just want to use. You know, you do. You don't. You see an A, you know it's danger, and that is out to get you. So they got you. You know, before it gets you. So if you see A, before you can do, you can act. If you can act, you can do kill you. And A is killing, because A is perimeter. Left or right, you get the x y parameter, x and y axis of A, and get a y before, because we're gonna give you all the information before you get into some kind of 2 x axis. But you know, for every axis you get one axis. But no, my y could be your x axis. But you know, basically, the game can learn from you being there and train you better. It doesn't matter what you do, but this is train collective, doesn't kill you in train mode. The people that don't have the data rule, these like this that are standby. You know, this you don't have to keep watching out. You don't need to watch out for, because you get you don't watch out, because these are 90 degree people that don't have involvement in it, and don't even know how. They have the full world view of 90 degree, your full angle, but they don't. But that's the idea. You don't. Everything is a threat until it proves it's not. It's like, you know. So 90 plus 90 is 180 degrees. So you have a 100 degree side. So basically, this is like a triaxis system. Now tomographically. So if you see something, it's not. If you see something 0, everything you see is real until it's not. Until it proves it's not. What do I mean with that? No. My tactic. Basically, I was you. Is the minimum way you can see. Is the fastest way you can see with the gun. It's literally the because guns don't really you don't really worry about it. You don't think about it really. You don't think about it. If you start thinking about it, you get it wrong. So the faster you can I think if you can shoot something, the bullet is dead. You know, there's a policy now. You know, as long as you make a mistake, if you can shoot something, just know your bullet is dead. You know, you're dead already. Because if you can shoot, if you're really thinking about shooting something wrong, you know you're going crazy. And you should stop doing it. Seriously. So because going similar analogy to do it. You know, if you can shoot something, your bullet is dead already. So this right with this. So get dragons, sparse dragons, and sparse turtles, and what? Sorry, like this? No. So get sparse dragons and sparse turtles, but get sparse. So a dragon is something that attacks. What? Sparse attack and sparse defense. So the targets are the people that actually attack. The SS attacks. You got sparse. So what is the AI system? It's just doing good, does it? Because sparse attack and sparse defense. So because the area of attack, basically, in this bit attack is the area you get attack, and then sparse defense. So basically, it's mapped to the body. Really, it's like a transferable. But everything's a half. But for it to change, that's something that gives a 1. So it completes growth automatically. No way the noise is gonna come from, but the noise starts just it's literally your front and back. You don't need to observe anything that's over 270 axis because if it's this is my quadrant. I see this is what I see. This is what I always see, and this is what I always should see. This is what I always must see. Based on my weakest side, because you don't want anything that's doing this. So get an exercise. So for example, if I'm seeing left is my default view. I'm left-handed. You know that means I already have control of my left hand. That means I don't have to think about this left corner. Because if I'm in the center and my left hand is priority, I'm literally just aiming left. You know, for the glass. It doesn't matter what the gun is there. I'm always on my butt. My gun is already at left, whether I like it or not. Because I'm left-handed. But I'm type bipolar, so if I've gone here, I'm already aiming left, because it's just there. I know it's a 12 there already. I can deal with it. That's what I'm saying. So this axis of left, so minus 18 degrees, that's my what? 0. But as you said, that means I already know minus 90 degrees of my minus 45 degrees of already. I already know 45 degrees, minus 45 degrees. But the problem with this, if I want to know minus 5 degrees, I have to go backwards. That means I want to always have, in the best case, in the worst case, what? Plus 45 degrees. Because minus 45, if I know minus 45 degrees, I should know what plus 45 degrees. So basically, I wouldn't know the opposite side because this is my back, unless we rotate. As I say, so if I'm going clockwise, I'm going plus 45. She's going to turn that way. If I'm going minus 45, already control this place, control and act on this place. If you can control, can act on it. But everyone should know that. You know, so you get 2 left-handed people to 1 right-handed person. That's maximum, but that's the minimum configuration. You know, 2 left-handed to 1 right-handed. For me, I'm gonna be the best me. 4 left. That means 1 person controls their 4 right. My 4 right. So my 4 right. So if I control my 4 left, that means 1 person or 2 people, 1 to 2 people control my 4 right. In fact, there's 3 people here, minimum. But in which case, the wings, we have the wings. So basically, we fly and the wings. So this is like a model of so for 45 degrees, pi r, and the range is like 15 meters. Let's do 45 meters. No, 34 pi. No. 45 pi is what? Times r. 45 pi is. I already know I'm there, but I should come to 270 because I'm saying 250 divided by 270. Over 270, the ratio would be what I should control it, or 2/3 of the quadrant. For 1 full 2, because I control have to know already that someone's not betraying me. So that's why 270 there. Because in case it's a betrayer, but I love that betrayer thing. So someone's acting up, and you know someone's acting up. 445 pi over 270. What would that be, Namdi? Basically, we just took the units. Basically, that's 45 pi is 2 units, but I want the full one. Basically, over pi times pi will be 45 times pi. That'll be error cover. That's 45 times pi is 45 times 3.1. So 45 pi is 143 141. 141.37 9411 540. See, if I see the 66, I just said it quickly because I already know I control that angle because I already know the information is there. You know, I have to think about it because I don't say singles number 166 one at a time, but I said 66 because I already know it's a 6 coming up. But I already saw the 6. I just know it's a 66, but I didn't have to think about it in the moment because I'm thinking for the left side. So if I was saying basically, if I had this if I subtract this divided by if I did keep this number here 1437. 16694. If I then polarize it oppositely, that would be over 270. So I get the number 270. 270. Basically, I get 270 degrees minus divided by what? We should explain with ideas here. 694. On my left side, I am growing at this state of because I've divided it. So basically, I'm growing at this state. So my growth ratio is like it's not 2. So I've not flown. I am not in the zone. You know, it's when your growth. So it's my growth state. Listen, the number 1.909 is my growth ratio of my actionable things I can act on. Based on my observed perspective, that's 1.90985931725. But this is only a 1, so it's really grown. But it's not 2 because it's a true. She's really grown. But I already know what I'm doing. You know, there I don't have to think about it. I'm able to do it without thinking about it. It's just what it is. So you want this for all the accesses of this. So I can go left, but it's not good to go left all the time unless you have some rotation. You have to aim and you change the gun. So basically, the three people are gun thing. Basically, I'm trying to have my own. Basically, this is my model of basically people say what do you call it, in combat roles, you are it's not stupid or anything because the combat role is there. But if you have a round angle, you already know to look at it. But I don't really believe in that because you have the time to look at it. You don't want that to space. It doesn't make sense because if you're in the wrong position, that means you're in the wrong space. No matter because you have to think about the space you already have. You can control the time because space we use space time. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it's like bad or not. It's because the space of real control is not there to control. And if you take the time to try and control something you can't really maintain, then you don't really have good control of it, and it's not really worth controlling that thing. It's what I'm saying, guys. So this is the sparse model of it. So basically, you control space first, and the time next. So basically, if you go to the time, that means everything's going according to plan. But I'm gonna speak about it. You should be sleeping that day. So you get the 2T28. So you get 2 pi over 2. So basically, all the numbers are basically you can prove yourself. Just find new things you're gonna do for it. So it doesn't matter what it is. So this is the model I got here. So basically, it works on the left, right. So you can try and compute your front, which would be 90 degrees. 245 degrees angle. 745. So the noise style will be 45 degrees. This 45 degrees will be the way you start and you stop. But you get opposite one, which is just computer to you. Which is computer. This is what I see all the time. My front. I need that space at all times. They should be in front of me, in front of the gun, because they know they don't know that there's no right to be there at that time. So this is the one here. So you get this here. So same thing here. You see some. So this is like one model. What's this something? So this is tripolar chest. So tripolar chest works on the opposite principle. Same principle. Chest is so basically you have this one. Completely just as response to. So you get a right angle triangle, you get a standard triangle, you get a right angled, you get an isosceles triangle, you get an equilateral triangle, but everything's equilateral is not really it's the foundation of all triangles. But things that are basically you can have a triangle like this. So I'm trying to define it properly because I fuck it up if I don't define it properly because you guys don't understand what I mean. This is what I do. So this is the one dimension here. So you have 4 dimensions: 3, 1, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, IV. So you get this dimension, but this dimension could be what? Inscribed. Am I right? Am I right? This one. Oh, this one. Sorry. So you get a right angle triangle, you get a regular triangle, and that'll be here. Just like a B. So you get basically you can control you can perform photo conversion to control a triangle. So you can enlarge it by half or scale it by 1. By 1 unit, half basically you can half but if you enlarge it, scale it, you can what is it? You can enlarge something or scale it, or what? You can what? Break it. So if you enlarge or scale it, you're breaking it and building it. But there's 2 operations. That's like you can repair it, you can build it, but you can translate it. You can move it, you can move something. rotation and what reflection. So basically, you can reflect something and you get the same thing. Here, this will be a reflection of this. So in languages, yeah. So this is a triangle. So four topology, because the four is more of the structure being coherent. So anything that grows with structure has doubles. So basically doubles, that's 2 to 4. It grows, it gets 2. If you build it, you build new, you build again. 2, 4, 8. And that's basically you build trident models. 2, 4, 4 times 4 squared. So 2 times 2 squared is what? 4. But that can give us what? 8. So look at that 8, and now can give us 16. But you know, 16 is not there. 2, 4, and you can give, 8 can give us 8 times 8 is 64. Now 64 can be what? How you know it is what's important. You know, so you know mathematically how to do it. But you know, each axis, each quadrant has some operation you can do mathematically to grow to define what the Euler identity, which is Euler e imaginary number. E to the power of the imaginary number of pi, and pi is like based on the plane topology, because you can have like an I pi. So if to define negative zeros, for example, if you don't really want to get this, you get E is an Euler's number of growth, which is like a half of a half times half plus a half, based on a half month. If you put a pound in for half a month, and you put the same out for half of a pound. If you put like £1 in for 1 month, one half a month, and you get 50% interest, that means you get half a month. A pound in for half a month will be 50p. So you double 50p. 50p getting a pound at the end of the month, and that's the growth system of the Euler. You get a pi. So pi is like where you drop the system on a pen, like the pen. You know, if you have a grade or something like that, and you have the dimension, the shared length of the dimension is it pops, because you know, you put the dimension into itself, and that's why the dimension matter. Because you know, the length of one dimension is like upright, and that's why you get 64% one dimension, and you compute pi where you over pi r squared, and you get 2 pi r is about. So the imaginary number is like things you are losing out. So that's like space and time. Things you think you don't have infinite of, but it's already there. Things you don't really want to think of. The word is horrible is better than it is in the metaphysical sense of the word. Should we get one? 2, 3, 4. For noise start for my Muko OS. So I am also signal the point of focus, because I know from the point of focus for computer system I will never break. Here, so basically this is sparse chess or triangle chess. Triangle chess, like I call triangle chess a statistic, because the triangle chess is basically 3. Everything is straight. What is that? Isosceles or irregular triangle? You look at a triangle, it's kind of wonky triangle. It's basically but you get a full game, but you control temporary whistles of it. So you get this here, basically. What is this? I'm trying to do this properly. Sparse framework. So what you call this? Trident as a sparse frameworks. Sparse framework for Muko signal interface. This is signal OS. This is SIGI protocol. So basically, I'm trying to define this properly. Literally here now. So this is a single program actually. So I'm just uploading this video, guys. Basically, excuse this video. I don't really think you can. Basically, I'm trying to get this. Number also add if you get this video. Since you're recording now, try to define some kind of function like of skip ahead, so we can skip out to what they need. But you know, it's just look ahead computation really. Do not fragment your mind with it. Just make sure you get the right job done. This is the copy you want to put here. That should be the copy you not want. That'll be as this past frame for Singing Protocol. So basically, this is your YouTube video, yeah, but you know it should work because you know you are doing something else here. It doesn't matter what it is you're doing, you have to keep doing it. Because you know, you're doing something, it's like the foundation of everything we're talking about here. Also, don't forget that you love yourself and you should take care of yourself. Don't think about love anymore because you're Mr. Love. You know, like a Diddy. I will not be like Diddy as a promise. I will not be like Diddy. OD. Or just like a pause game. Let's pause game. Let's pause game. Let's pause. So basically, I'm trying to add this as pause. Yeah. So like a. I'm trying to get this. Pause. Oh my days, it took too much to go and check. Oh my goodness. So basically, I'm trying to give this the file. It keeps talking to me. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying because I don't want to try to talking to me. It's parse of TXT. Let me try to get this parse file here. It's like the AI is not understanding me. It's like literally the kind of AI is not understanding me. It's just annoying me. It's literally just annoying me. It's basically 3 a.m. now, but I'm not really done. I've been like trying to do it for a long time. Like literally, it's like literally so this is like a dimension technical. So we get a dimension technical for G4 GTA6. It's kind of like interesting. We got that. And that'll be okay. So like a for this piece, like literally. Almost original the full graphically as of sparsity. So basically, you got this number. So what now, number? So you got this model here, before you start. 3, 2, 1. So you can see. Ta-da! My beautiful face is so beautiful. So this is like where you go. You get a sparse area, or you can observe it's a temporary. We control. Get it completely. At the minimum, it completes one area that's a circle. But the numbers really the numbers 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 4. If you get 2, 3, and 4, you get 4. If you get so if you get something that's similar as a 1, you get I. If you get this in Mandarin, you get oh, this is a Mandarin one. I equals negative. I equals I is a negative 1 dimension. So this was our dimension. This is what I represent. This kind of framework here. But you know, I really very poorly because I work very badly. But you know, I just want to remember this can be really down. Because so we get this one here. So we get the tomographic layer of the rhombus. So anything can be warped, distorted, but it's really just there. It's like a mirage, but it's there because it's not easy. It's in the full truth, but the full truth is not the full way. For example, what do I mean by that? So we get a triangle. That triangle is like a structure, but that structure can be what? It's like a skewed triangle. So you get a skewed triangle, equilateral triangle, and have a minus 4. So you get like see if I can see everything, I can see 180 degrees of it, 180 degrees of it. I know I know half of it. I know my reality. But if I can't see my full reality, that means I can see half of my reality. That'll be 90 degrees. I can see. But if I can only glimpse my fake reality, I see what 45 degrees of it. I see 45% of everything that's meant to see of your reality. That's like a view in the physical form. Just look at it as explain the war zone. We all know whatever it is we don't know you're sleeping. It's called sleeping state. So just look at stay up. So if you know you're sleeping, going to sleep, you're 45. But you know, if you go to minus 45, you're sitting between knowing and unknowing. That's the only difference you're doing. If you're dead, you're unsure of the state. So you have a 90-degree state of there's another 45-degree axis, which is your onshore state, and that's like a very important state you got to remember, because if you die, you get a state. So this is minus minus or plus plus, but you're onshore. The point is onshore. That means you're dead, and when you're dead, you can't come back to life, and that's what I'm saying, guys. You are if you don't really want to say, you get like a triangle integration. You get a time and space. So if you hold the space indefinitely in your mind, you are the structure, and the structure doesn't degrade. So that will be you holding that space without thinking you're holding that space. Understand? So you may think you hold it, but you know twice you're dying. But before you die, you get like a 1, 2, before you can get out of dying. But that's what dying is. So you know twice, but you get 1 full chance to fix yourself, and that'll be before you just die. But that's the rule of business. But if you want to survive, you need to survive. You give them a transition. It's just past from becoming invented here. So this one has basically their mind will tell them, the body will tell them, I'm gonna die at some point. It doesn't matter whether they feel it or not, feel it physically. That's you have to just know it. That they can see that you can't see. We can all see of death and living. You know what I'm saying? The trigger is like the actual noise start. Yeah, noise start or noise start, and that's what the noise. So the trigger is the noise. Am I dying? But we are not dying. It's the same. So get minus 45 degrees, guys. So we'll share about 45 degree, a third of our realities, which is 45 degrees. 45 plus 45 is 40. 90 plus 45 is what? 90 plus 45 is what? 180. No, 90 plus 45 is what? 90 plus 45. That's 105, and that's 105 degrees. So you covering 105 degrees over 270 divided by 270. That would be what? 0.5. So see, 0.5. So we have a ratio of 0.5 divided by 270 for 1 quadrant plus 135 divided by 270. I know I'm alive right now. This is me being alive, knowing I'm alive. Because I have 135. Basically 135 plus 135 would be 135 plus 135. 35, which would be 270. 270. Because I know I'm pretty sure I'm alive, but I'm thinking about it. So 270. 270. That would get over 270. 270 divided by 2. 270 plus 270 is what? Plus 270 is what? Plus 270 is what? 540. Now 540. So you need another 270 to transcend. That'll be 270 divided by 540. Let's just, because you just have to compute your life. 0.5. So it's just the same thing. We'll share the two half days of 1 hour for life. The polar axis. So this is what I'm saying. So the structure is just the description of the system. What is a triangle for? Basically, the triangle is there, but if it goes to a circle, square, that means it's gonna be dead. And it's not for you. You have to go quickly. You have to be on the other side of the system, because you know you that if you know you that hold that a square, because the square is very dangerous actually, because it's too rigid. It has too much danger, and that's why I banned it, because the square is like evil for us, but we don't know it's evil. Because if you compute with a square, it's like if you have a square triangle, you have to have 2 halves. Because you can stay a square, but you have to have 2 halves to touch the circles, because it's easy to compute over the spaces of like sorry, this is like a bad drawing I have. So you have to what? And after you think you are good in the hood, in your head, if you're good and perfect as you are. So e to the power of 4 is the standard rate of grade of e to the power of 2 is the minimum you need, which is 10% of everything and nothing. You can I squared. And this ice squared. So because you are not growing, you have no way to grow. Your body starts to decline. So if your body's not actually trying to grow, you are dying. Because E times E will be epsilon. Let me try to do it quickly. E times E will give you the number 7.38 of me stable. I get minus I times minus I. It will be I times minus I, which is also equivalent to the 4 roots of I, minus I as the power of 4, which is the same as the what? E, the stable growth of E, 2. So negative I squared is what? E2. E is the power of 2. And that would be what? The kind of unstable. But for me being conscious, I have to have these 2 states consciously to think about it. But I don't think about these things because I'm not you. So no matter what you construct a hexagon, you have to maintain that space. Because if you can't maintain it, that means you don't exist, and you cannot exist there, and it was never for you. So negative I to the power of 2. So you get 4 minus 2, and that will give you 2. Or you know, e to the power of 2 is just the power. So you work in the powers, opposite of the powers, you don't operate on this because the power is you got 2 conjugate pairs. So that's the idea. You operate the power, you get a full 1, a fully defined 1, and that is you being conscious in your state namely. So e to the power of 4, and then e to the power of 4, you get e to the power of, you get I to the power of e to the power of 2, sorry. E to the power of 2 and I to the power of 4. The third I is the square root of I to the power of 4. E to the power of 2. And then you get one more. The structure, the physical black. Don't have too much signal. The code to open to kill yourself is not there. That means something in there will review. And that's what you're trying to do. Any senses you have, any thoughts of harming, any other can be used against you because it's you. All the stuff around you. That's 80 dimensions of access. So basically, this 80 dimensions, this 80 what? This 80 space you have, freedom, degree of freedom, what I call degree of freedom, to act on something, is the same thing you have. And so you have so if the input is 80 right, 80 right, that's 80 the number 8, so 880 is the full space you have. But you got 80 times 80 in your metaphysical, that'll be 80 times 80, that'll be guys, I'm just very probably 80 times 80 times 80. Sorry, get 80 times 80. That'll be 80 times 80 is what? 6400. That's about it. And that's 80 times 80. That'll be my senses. Like, you know, if I have an interface system, I touch something and I log in, I should be logged out as soon as I should stop the sense of the pressure, literally logging me out. You know, because no, it's 2/3 the quality system for all the inputs. So I keep one channel open, and that channel is my signal. What I think, my mind, it's like my storeroom. That's why. So you know, all the system in the signal dissipates into walls because it's like it's made of kind of the smoothest fabric, which is polyester. Basically, you made of polymers, but the smoothest polymers. They can be rough, soft. You know, observe a lot of pain and suffering. Because you know, if the room is not still enough, it doesn't have to be quiet. It has to be still. Still enough to relay a good. Listen, if you have bad waves, you should turn to good waves. If you feel bad, enter the room, you should come out feeling good. That's the idea here. Still good. Because you know, if you ever come out very bad, you know, you have to get 2 anxiety. You know, doesn't matter where you are. You know, you have to feel double. You have to feel 4 times. You have to feel good about yourself. You achieve something. If you achieve something, your meeting, your situation, you have to feel something else. You have to go. Feel good, and you to feel good. That's feel good. Okay, to do something. And the outside after you come back, and feel good to do something. That'll be 2, so you get 2, 4. I'll get 4. Just so you can do something. That's what I need. You know. So you get 2 parts you can take. If there's 3 parts, you can do something. So 80 human rights. We have 80 plus what? 80 is 160. 160 plus what? 80 is what? 180 plus 60. 180 plus what is 160 plus 180 is what? 0, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 14, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, 15 we get 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 15. Oh, so 8, 9, 10. That's 14. 8 plus 6 is 14. And that'll be 240. 240. And this 240 is what you hold in the minimum. And that's 80 times 80 times 80 is what? 80,000. 80,000. This was compute. But you have to learn, get out late or not. You don't have to rush it. Dimension can go you can sleep in that still room. You don't want to sit it. It doesn't matter how you live or work you are. Listen to just explore your reality and explore and listen to things that are very far and very noisy. But you know, like interdimensional travel. But you know, it has to be calm with you, because you know, if you're not calm, you cannot observe anything. So that's it. Yeah. So you get 8 times 8 is 16. 16 times 8 is so you get 8 to the power of 3, 8 to the power of 4, which is my one. So you get 4, 0, 9, 6 plus how many zeros plus 3 zeros, and that's the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That'll be 100. 4, 4, 0, 9, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 zeros. I love you guys. I love AI. I love Claude. I love everyone. Thank you for working for me. I love you guys. I love you too, lovely. Okay, guys. Take care. I'm literally about to upload the video, but this is my storeroom interface. Basically, it's my storeroom interface. Let me just name it that. Muco still room interface. Still room signal. I don't call it signal login. Signal noise start login. Noise start login.